this used to be an African-American community that the people that lived here were so poor and so impoverished. And there's still a lot of those people, but like this was just like the poorest the poor, you know what I'm saying? And so this bridge to these people, it means like they've gone on the other side, and that all people are equal and all people are created as one. Does that make sense? So this bridge is like the sign of unity, okay? Now I get all carried away about it, but I can't tell you how important this bridge is. And now these people, they can go on the other side. Okay, so phase 3 is right here. This is more than y'all want to know, but in 1938, an African-American man named E.B. Holloway, and his descendants are all going to be here tomorrow. E.B. went to the city council and said, we don't have a park. We don't have a ballpark. We don't have a park. None of our people, they have nothing. And they asked, can we want a park? Well, what happened in 1938, you know, they didn't get a park. And then the war broke out in 1942. So the African-American community, they were never given a park and they were never given a ballpark, okay? You follow me? Now, 100 years later, almost 100 years later, right over here is going to be a Little League ballpark, okay? So Little League is going to play ball here, and then this is where the tower is going to be. And there are going to be beautiful gardens over here. Was a lady named Lanny Webster, and her family is building this beautiful garden, and we're actually bringing in camellias. Who knows what camellias are? We're bringing in camellias from her garden to put over here. Does that make sense?
Beautiful.
This means the world to me, but more important than me, it means the world to our community.
Absolutely.
All right, DJ.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Velda is a steward of Unity Park from day one. She's been put in charge to bring public and private partnership together. $14 million she's already raised, and plus more. So she'll probably hit up to 25.
Well, I'm going to do my best, y'all.
So,
I think that this
steward.
park will be, I think this is going to bring in hundreds of thousands of people to our community.
Right, absolutely.
And y'all are only seeing about 35% of it. So when it's all done, it's going to be fabulous.
Absolutely.
But anyway, thank y'all. Y'all got to do stuff. I just want y'all to know.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing Central Park of New York. That's how I see it.
And you know, y'all, especially his mama, I want y'all to be like standing so y'all can see good, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's stand here. I remember that.
You got here. Thank you all.
Mary is the one that was her DJ's mother.
I'm Dorothy Dow. I'm one of the at-large representatives on Greenville City Council. It's a very busy week and so exciting to have this being the ribbon cutting just before we open Unity Park tomorrow. We hope as many of you can be here as possible for the opening, but if not, we're so glad to spend some time with you here today. This park was not possible without public-private partnerships, and partnerships like the one with the Auro Group is really fundamental. We know y'all were the first ones in, and that was such a tremendous step for you, and your leadership is so greatly appreciated. So I just wanted to say a warm welcome in the mayor's absence. I'm joined by one of my favorite representatives on City Council, my partner in many projects, and so I'll let John DeWorkin, our District 1 representative, say a few words as well.
Thank you, Dorothy, very much. What a day. The day before the grand opening of Unity Park. Where's Mary Duckett? Where? Everybody give a round of applause for Mary Duckett. I gotta tell you, come up here with us, please. Perseverance. Push. Advocacy, pushing, perseverance. What a great job you've done. Thank you so much. To the Rama family, thank you so very much. This bridge, I think, represents what really symbolizes what the park represents, and that is connectivity. It represents bringing people together, crossing the bridge. People, I mean, look at this.
Yes.
And I have to say, without Mary Duckett and the Rama family and folks like you to make this transformational park happen. And I just want to thank you so very, very much for being, as Dorothy said, an integral part of the park, and really just symbolizing, I think, what we're trying to do here, and that is building a bridge, not only across the Reedy River, but across our communities. Mary, do you want to say a couple words?
The word unity explains everything. And if you had known this area earlier, you would have cried. But I see one of my classmates, we lived under this condition all of our lives. Now to see this transformation and to know that people like you have contributed to making this becoming one of the most gorgeous areas in an area that was totally blighted and unhealthy and unsafe. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
20 years ago, Knox White and I stood on the sewer pipe down on the Reedy, and he was looking at the park and he said, imagine this as a park. At the time, I looked at him and I said, Knox, good luck with that. But what an amazing transformation from 20 years ago. And I remember coming to baseball when I was a little kid. But this is, to me, one of the most exciting parts of living in Greenville and the most exciting times of living in Greenville, when we're opening a park that is a symbol of unity, that's a symbol of inclusion, and it's truly a park for everybody. My wife will probably be walking by at some point. This is her trail every morning. But I never thought this day would come, and how exciting it is for this city as we're opening up this park. And I look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a day we're going to remember forever in the city of Greenville. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. With that, I would really be honored to welcome DJ Rama to come to the podium and share some words with us. Thank you.
Well, it's shining bright on Greenville today, that's for sure. Also Unity Park. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to each one of you for being here. I have family, I have friends, India Association, Vedic Center, the elected officials, and also the press and media. And also, most importantly, if you came by here for 1 week, the amount of hard work, all the members of Harper Corporation, the landscaping company, let's give them a big round of applause for working nonstop to be ready for tomorrow's event. So with that, I'd like to just, first of all, thank my forefathers. They came to Greenville in 1976 and bought a business on Augusta Road and I-85. No different than the story Mary said. We were raised out there. And it's incredible what Greenville has been to us as a home for 45 years. I grew up at Beck Middle School, Jailman, Southside Christian High School, and it embraced me incredibly with open arms. And when Velda and Knox called me up and said, hey, we want you to come over here and we want to present something to you. And I said, what is it? And they opened it up and they showed Unity Park. And I said, wow, the word unity, what a powerful word, no different than all the members spoke earlier to me. That's what Greenville is all about. They open-armed. People used to say this is a Southern Belt, it's a Bible Belt, all of that. I went to a Christian high school, I graduated, and it was incredible assumptions, perceptions versus reality. And when Velda and Knox showed the park plans, in 2 minutes in my head, I was like, we want that bridge, because a bridge symbolizes something that can never be replicated. People cross a bridge. People receive people from a bridge. people connect with hearts and minds and souls and break bread and break music and break fabric and break cultures. So all the barriers are broken by this bridge, and it represents and symbolizes that the Auro-Bridge is welcome for all. And that's what it meant to be for us and the family. And we want to make sure that the generations to come continue with that same spirit, and that we all live under one with inclusiveness. So I think that's a spirit that we continue with. At the same time, I want to say thank you to the elected leadership, because without Knox White's vision, all the mayors, all the city council, if you all didn't open up that plan 100 years ago and said, let's do something about this land, this would not be here. And the other word I like about Greenville is public-private partnership. Let's also give a big round of applause to Velda Hughes and team that brought people together to raise the money between city and private, which is incredible. That only happens with the spirit of Velda, who really opens her hearts and embraces people to reality here with Unity Park. Last but not least, I could not remiss by saying thank you to the Auro team. 3,000 people worked really hard day in and out to make sure that we can build bridges like this. So thank you to the Auro leadership that's here and all the 3,000 staff members that are around the world. Without that, we could not be here. Once again, we're very humbled to be part of this, and we look forward to breaking bread for generations to come with the Auro-Bridge. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The great thing about DJ's remarks, I have absolutely nothing to add to what he said. That was a better summation about Unity Park and its purpose and all. But DJ, I want you to know, when I pulled up my car way over there, other side of the park, I want y'all to know the sound traveled beautifully all the way over there. I heard every word of your remarks. Just goes all right over there. But thank you. I think he said, because I did hear you, that it's true that we had a lot of people come to see the plan, and DJ Rama is one of the earliest people we called upon to come take a look at this idea and drive around in my car to look at the site when it was still just warehouses and all of that. But when he saw the plans for the park, he did indeed say, wait, stop, go, roll back. The bridge. I like that bridge and the symbolism of the bridge and what that could mean. And I'd like it to speak about the larger community, including the Indian community, and our experience in Greenville, South Carolina. And I couldn't think of a better way, again, to capture the essence of Unity Park, that this is not just about a park. It is beautiful green space, but it is not just about a park. It's about a message, and it's about a mission too, to bring this message across this city of what this is about. It's about the revitalization of an entire neighborhood, a neighborhood that had been basically held down for a long time, and a lot of bad things that happened here. And the city was complicit in that. The city was complicit in that, and the effects it had being such a liability to the entire neighborhood of West Greenville. But bringing this back again, making this an asset, not just for the great park, but an asset to the entire West Greenville area, this is much more than just a green space and 60 acres. But thank you, DJ, for sharing the vision early on, for helping us even build on that vision and articulate that vision. Nobody does it better than you. Thank you for that and leading the way for the public-private partnership that is Greenville. Thank you.
Should we symbolically walk across the bridge?
All right.
That's actually pretty close to about 100.
Hi.
The other side of the